completely honest, we were worried about the whole thing.
Yeah, I was. So I'm Katie,
My name is Josh.
and we used Everlasting Remodel to do our backyard. We had a old above ground pool here with a deck built into it, and we just wanted to change as our kids got older and we weren't using the pool anymore. So we hired Joe and his team to come in and give us this vision that they brought to life, like executed it perfectly.
Yeah, we didn't know exactly what we wanted to do to start off with. We knew we wanted an outdoor kitchen. We wanted a nice fire pit and seating area. And Joe came in with his team, gave us some beautiful renderings, was completely open to take our little bit of advice. No, we want this. No, we don't want that.
I kill plants. I don't want a million plants.
Correct. And as we continue with the project, anytime we may have reached upon a absolute small little issue, it was taken care of immediately. It was addressed immediately. It was no run around, oh, your fault, my fault. It was no, Mr. Vink, we will be there tomorrow. We will take care of it. Don't you worry about it. I've been through plenty of construction where that's what you're told, and then you don't see somebody for days on end. That was not the case whenever we had any minor issues. It was taken care of at the latest the very next day, including guys coming out on Saturday to take care of small things. As the project grew, continued, we noticed a couple additional other things. We decided to kind of add the tanning deck a bit at the last moment. We had originally decided to do some just gravel and plants. Joe advised, hey, what about doing something like a tanning deck up there? He gave us a couple different options, worked within our budget as to what we wanted to spend, what we were comfortable spending. And I think we'd agree, our whole family thinks that's the best part. We have two teenage daughters that love to tan back there on the daily.
Every day.
And so it was great. And, with their help, I think our vision came to life better than we could have ever imagined.
Yeah, much better than we could have ever imagined. Literally with me just saying, I like square concrete look with turf running through it and a fire pit, he created this amazing backyard for us that we couldn't be happier.
Could not, correct.
Yeah. And it was so much communication, over communication. I never felt like I didn't know what was going on or what was the next step or the timeline or anything throughout the entire process.
The cost was very upfront.
Yep,
We knew exactly what our costs would be. We would know when payment was due. It was broken down into manageable payments. Never did I feel hounded for anything. It was always like, hey, we're going to be at the next milestone tomorrow. No problem. Came by, picked up, his payment. It was just like she said, a seamless operation from start to finish. Okay. The favorite part of backyard, definitely for me, is going to be the outdoor kitchen.
Shade.
The shade. I'm not much of the sun worshiper like my daughters and my wife, so I do like the shade. I do like I'm able to have a large TV out here when I barbecue. I can stream the baseball games, the football games. This is definitely going to be my favorite area.
I like the separate defined areas. So if I want to sit here and I want to talk to him while he's barbecuing, I can sit here. If I want to sit by the fire pit with my friends and have a glass of wine in the evening, I can sit there. Or if I want to sit and tan with my daughters in the afternoon, I have 3 separate spaces in one backyard that feels like I'm in different areas, not one backyard. Does that make sense?
Awesome. So was there any part of the process beforehand that you guys were worried about and were like very happy that you didn't have to run into, or was a lot easier than you thought it was, like the working through process? Like,
To be completely honest, we were worried about the whole thing.
Yeah, I was.
We were worried about the whole thing. We are not do-it-ourselfers. We're not home improvement people. So to be honest, we did not understand the undertaking that was about to happen. The removal of the pad underneath the above-ground pool was a lot more than we would have thought it was going to be. We didn't know what everything was going to be because some of these walls were pre-existing. Joe reassured us that everything will be tackled appropriately and taken care of and done right. And without a doubt, that's exactly what happened.
I think the first thing that comes to my mind is when the footings got poured and I was like, oh, they're the wrong color. And I remember Joe being like, no, you're never going to see that. We're just doing it the same color as the stairs so we don't have to mix more than one concrete. And after that, I was like, why am I even worried about it?
Yeah.
Joe's got this under control. Just sit back, relax, write the checks, and move along with my life.
Awesome.
For us, no amount of reassurance would completely calm our nerves. when you spend a good amount of money, you're always worried about something being wrong, something not being right, something being, someone doing something and not showing up. And every time I would text Joe, hey Joe, what about this? He goes, yeah, it's on the schedule for tomorrow. Or my guy's taking care of it before they leave tomorrow. All these little things that we were worried about, he was well ahead of. And towards the end, we would joke, or like she said, what are we worried about?
Well, yeah.
Why am I worrying? We have not been led astray. One time, Joe and the project managers would bring us to the backyard if we needed to discuss something. And we got to the point where, we trust what you're saying. What do you think is the best option to solve this problem? And they would give their ideas. We would look at each other, nod, and say, yep, go for it, because you have not led us astray as of yet, and I don't anticipate you doing it.
Yeah.
now.
I trusted them 100%, which is huge. Because when you hire somebody, you don't really know them. And then through the process, it was fairly quickly I realized, no, I'm just going to trust them because they've proven themselves.
Why they should use them, kind of thing.
Just call Joe. He'll take care of you.
Right.
Just call Joe. He'll take care of you. He will make sure that whatever budget, whatever style, whatever vision you may or may not have, he will execute it, and you can trust that Everlasting Remodel, everybody involved, has your best interest in mind.
Yeah, I agree 100%. I mean, there's lots of times, again, when you just don't know and you don't know the people, and you can read reviews and you can talk to people.
You're taking a leap of faith.
You are always taking some sort of leap of faith, and I could say unequivocally, I would do it again tomorrow. It was a remodel that they finished on time, early, on budget. None of this penny pitching. I need an extra $500 for this. I need this. There was an issue with some staining on our walls from a pre-existing deck that Joe took care of 3 times for us, and it was never a question of, I'm not doing it, you're not doing it, it's not going to be done. It's let me get a hold of the stucco guys. They can be out in 2 days, and we'll take care of it. We'll figure out what the issue is so that it doesn't keep happening. And we knew exactly what was going on the entire time.
Yep.
So, I mean, the best advice, and we've talked to our friends and family. We've had graduation party here 2 weeks ago, and everyone was in awe from what our backyard looked like before to what our backyard looks now. It's completely night and day. They couldn't believe what we did for the budget, what we did in the time frame that we did it in, and the fact that we're still married and not going to counseling at the end of it, I think, is probably the best compliment I can give.
And I feel like I already know when I'm ready to do the front yard who I'm calling. So I mean, if that's not the best referral as myself,
Right.
that I will be using them again. Well, we have friends that were doing their backyard at the same time that actually started 6 months before we did, and they're still in the middle of it.
Right. And it was funny because we would never spend any time down in this area. Whenever we had backyard parties, it would always be in the area up above. We had about 30 people over here for a graduation party, and it was all down here. Everyone had somewhere to sit. If you wanted to be by the fire, you had somewhere to sit. You wanted to eat. We had the baseball game on. You had plenty of places to sit. And then, even the kids were up on the sun tanning deck hanging out. So it's just given us a lot more options, a lot more places to be. And we went from honestly never enjoying being in the backyard to planning dinners around the backyard, sitting out, roasting s'mores, making s'mores in the backyard, when that was not ever something that we did in the 12 years that we've lived here previous.
Yep. Thank you, Everlasting Remodel.
We really appreciate everything you did, and your craftsmanship is unmatched.
Well deserved a hug. Thank you so much.
Thank
for
you.
that.
No problem. Thank you for everything.
Thank you.